Hola! Bienvenidos a la clase de español. Guys, I'm so excited to be here again. I hope you had a great spring break and a muy feliz Pascua, a very happy Easter. Well, we're going to go ahead and get started with the class. And the first thing we do in class is we sing our hola song. So let's sing. You ready? Hola amigos. ¿Cómo están? Muy bien, gracias. ¿Y usted? Hola amigos, ¿cómo están? Muy feliz. ¿Y usted? Hola amigos, ¿cómo están? Muy tranquilo. ¿Y usted? ¿Y usted? Muy bien. All right, guys. Well, if we were in class right now, we would be sitting in a circle and I would go around the circle and I would say, ¿Cómo estás hoy? How are you today? Now, how would you respond to that? What are some ways that you could respond if I said you, ¿Cómo estás hoy? Tell me, how could you respond to that? You could say bien, which means, what does bien mean? You could say así, así, and what does así, así mean? Or you could say malo, and what does malo mean? Right. Well, there are lots of other ways, lots of other sentimientos or feelings that we've learned this year. But let's just go with our three basics, all right? So I'm going to ask you all at the same time to tell me, how are you today? ¿Cómo estás hoy? Bien! I'm so glad that you're bien. I am bien today too. For those of you who are malo, lo siento, I'm so sorry. Well, guys, we are going to start our class the way we always do, and that's with prayer. So let's pray. Vamos a orar. Oh, Señor, gracias por este día. Gracias por mis estudiantes y gracias porque podemos pasar tiempo juntos hoy aprendiendo el español. Por favor, bendice a mis estudiantes y sus familias. Lord, I thank you so much for this day. And I thank you for my students and that we can gather together today to learn Spanish. I pray that you would bless my students and their families. En el nombre de Cristo, Amen. Amen. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to share my screen here with you real quick so that you can see the next thing we're going to do. And that is we're going to sing a song. So this is a song that we learned at the beginning of the year. It's called Alabare. You'll remember it because we learned it at the very beginning of the year. Let's sing together. Alabare, 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 alabare a mi Señor. Alabare, 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 alabare a mi Señor. Juan vio el número de los redimidos y todos alababan al Señor. Unos cantaban, otros oraban, pero todos alababan al Señor. Alabaré, 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 alabaré a mi Señor. Alabaré, 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 alabaré a mi Señor. Good job, guys. I knew you would remember that song. All right, so let's go on now. Now we're going to review just a little bit. So there's something that we talked about back before Christmas, back before Easter, back around the time of Thanksgiving. We were talking about something called el cuerpo. Do you remember what el cuerpo is? Does anybody know that? El cuerpo, el cuerpo. Well, here, let me give you a hint. So, like I said, it's something that we started back in el mes de noviembre. Now we did this worksheet right here with a pavo on it, a turkey. And when we were talking about the turkey, we talked about el cuerpo. Remember that worksheet? We also did it. We talked about el cuerpo in el mes de diciembre, December, when we had an hombre de nieve. You remember hombre de nieve? And we were talking about las partes del cuerpo en el hombre de nieve. Anybody remember yet? Well, let me give you another hint. Again, in el mes de febrero, we did this worksheet. That was in February. We did this worksheet. Las partes del cuerpo. Are you getting it? What is el cuerpo? I'll give you one more hint. We had this worksheet in el mes de marzo, in March, where you got to draw a picture of el cuerpo, and you could say tengo, and it says tengo una cabeza, tengo dos hombros, tengo dos rodillas, y dos pies. And you said, I have una cabeza, a head, dos hombros, two shoulders, dos rodillas, two knees, and dos pies, 2 feet. Does anybody know what a cuerpo is yet? All right, I'll give you one more hint. We also sang a song that went like this. Cabeza, hombros, rodillas, pies. Cabeza, hombros, rodillas, pies. Do you remember yet? Of course, we all know what el cuerpo is. El cuerpo is the body. That's right. El cuerpo means the body. Well, this week, we are going to review el cuerpo, the parts that we've already learned, and we're going to learn some new partes del cuerpo, some new body parts. Well, first, we're going to start with a special song, and I would like you to levántense, por favor. Stand up, levántense, y cantan. We're going to sing together. So I'm going to share my screen here again, and I have a special song for us. Now, my son Jacob, hold on, if I can get out of this video. There we go. My son Jacob and 2 of his friends got together to help me with something special. Hold on, I gotta stop it. They got together today to help me with something special just for you. So this right here, this is my son Jacob. This is his friend Cameron, and this is Cameron's sister Kelly. And they're gonna help us with this special song, Cabeza, Hombros, Rodillas, y pies. You guys will remember it as soon as we start singing. All right, everybody up, levántense, ready to go? Here we go. Cabeza, hombros, rodillas, pies, pies. Cabeza, hombros, rodillas, pies, pies. Ojos, orejas, boca y labios, brazos, piernas, estómago y manos, y dedos, y pelo, cabeza, hombros, rodillas, pies. One more time. Cabeza, hombros, rodillas, pies. Cabeza, hombros, rodillas, pies. Ojos, orejas, boca y nariz, brazos, piernas, estómago y manos, y dedos, y pelo, cabeza, hombros, rodillas, pies, el cuerpo. Muy bien. Good job. I know you guys did a good job singing that song too. Well, thanks to Jacob y sus amigos, Jacob and his friends, for helping us. Now, I'm going to post that video on our bulletin board or on our website so that you can practice that song also. All you have to do is click on it. You can play it anytime you want to. And maybe you can talk your mom and dad into singing it with you too, so they can learn las partes del cuerpo, the parts of the body also. All right, well guys, I would like you to practice your parts of the body, las partes del cuerpo, because next week I'm going to ask you about them and I'm going to see if you remember them, okay? So you're going to get some new things to learn this week too. Now, if you remember, back before Pascua, back before Easter, we started using a website called Rocalingua. Do you remember that? Well, esta semana, this week, I have found lots of fun things for you to do on Rocalingua to practice las partes del cuerpo. Some that you already know and some new partes del cuerpo too. All right, so the first thing you're going to do is you need to print your worksheets. So let me show you on my screen again here. Let me show you where you can find your worksheets. Hold on, let me go back here. Back to my page. All right, let's find the worksheet. So if you come over here, you can see all the worksheets. There's the Buenos Dias worksheet, the El Pollito and the Conejito. What's Pollito mean? Chicky. And what's Conejito mean? Bunny. That's right. So those are the ones we've already done. So here are some new ones that we can do. We have Cuerpo número 1, Cuerpo número 2, Sopa de Cuerpo número 1, and Sopa de Cuerpo número 2. So that's where you find them on our website, on DC Connect. So preschoolers and homeschoolers, yours will be in another place, email and on your website. But for my first graders, second graders, and kindergartens, this is where you can find them. Well, I want to show you what these worksheets look like. So this is the first worksheet. You get to color different partes del cuerpo, parts of the body, color them, and this is going to go along with a video that you find on Rocalingua. So this is going to help you be able to identify what they're talking about in the song. After that, we have another worksheet, and this is one that you can color as well if you want, but the main thing you're going to do is you see right here, you see that there's a list of words, partes del cuerpo, and you're going to draw a line to the different part that's found here on the page. So for example, we see the word ojo. Now what's an ojo? Does anybody remember what an ojo is? Right, ojos are your eyes. So you're going to take the word ojo and you're going to draw a line over here to this guy's ojos. All right, and the same thing down here. We have cuello and manos and dedos. Like for example, what are manos? Do you remember what manos are? Manos. So you're going to take the word manos and you're going to draw a line over here to this girl's manos. All right, that's how you do that. Now, for those of you who want some little extra things to do, I have provided for you a sopa de letras. They call this a sopa, which in Spanish, sopa means soup, which is kind of crazy. This is a word search. They call this a letter soup. Sopa de letras. That's what they call a word search. So this is one sopa de letras that you can do. This is the easy one. And then here's one that's a little bit harder for those of you who want to challenge. This is a second sopa de letras where you can find the partes del cuerpo in the box. All right, so now you don't have to do all of these worksheets. You can do one, you can do two, you can do all of them. It's up to you, whatever you want to do. I just want you to practice so that you can learn your partes del cuerpo so that next week when I ask you about them, you'll be able to tell me. All right, so the next thing after you print your worksheets is you need to find your Rocalingua username and password. Now, if you can't find your username and password, please message me and I'll let you know what it is. Kindergarten, first and second graders, your username and password is located on DC Connect on our bulletin board. Preschoolers and homeschoolers, you should have received yours in email. So like I said, if you don't know what your username and password is, ask your mom and dad to help you message me and I'll let you know what that is. All right, next what I want you to do is I want you to log in to Rocalingua. Now, let me show you here again on our page. Let me share my screen again. And if you go up here, you can see right here, there's a link right to our Rocalingua website. And it's just www.rocalingua.com. Now you're going to click on that link and then you're going to log in with your username and your password. And then it's going to show you what you're going to do. So the first thing you're going to do, there's a special video there that's called Las Partes del Cuerpo. Now what does Las Partes del Cuerpo mean again? Does anybody remember? Body parts, the parts of the body. Partes del Cuerpo. And by the way, in case you haven't noticed, I've got that written right up here. Partes del Cuerpo. Parts of the body. Yes, so that's what the name of the video is. So what I want you to do is I want you to watch the video. You can watch it as many times as you want to, but at least one time, okay? Then you're going to get your worksheets, and I would like you to at least do this worksheet. If you can, do this one first, because this is going to allow you to see the words and practice with them. And then you can take this worksheet and you can listen to the song, which is the same song that's in the video, and you can follow along because the lyrics to the song are right here on this paper. You can follow along. Now, you'll notice also that I included a Spanish picture dictionary there for you. Now, you don't have to do that, but if you want to, you can. It's really cool what they have in there. You could actually print out a one-page dictionary that has all of the partes del cuerpo, the parts of the body in it, or you can print out your own flashcards in Spanish, your own flashcards with partes del cuerpo, and you can play memory game with it and all kinds of stuff with it, or you can just practice with them. So you don't have to do that, but I have included it there for you. If you would like to do that, you are free to do that and enjoy it. All right, last but not least, this is the best part. This week for Rocalingua, I have included some games. Now this is really fun, guys. I'm gonna tell you a secret. I actually played the games and they were so fun. Now there's 3 different games. Tres juegos. Can you say juego? Juego. Say that again. Juego. Juego. Juegos are games. So there are tres juegos that you can play to practice las partes del cuerpo. The first one I recommend that you play is memoria, which is memory. So you're going to find the memory game. The second game that you can play is called drag and match. And the third game that you can play, this is called concept race. Now this one's a little bit harder, especially for those of you who can't write or can't type yet. Maybe your mom and dad can help you with that. But these are tres juegos, 3 games that you can play. You will find that each of the games has an easy level and has a challenging level. So maybe you can start with the easy one, and then the more you practice, the better you get. Then you can switch up to the challenging one so that you can get better and better, okay? All right, guys. Now the last thing I want to tell you is I would love for you to share your work with me. I would love to see what you're doing this week for Spanish class. So what I would like you to do is to ask your mom or dad to take a picture of you. They can grab their phone, take a picture of you, or they can take a video of you showing me something, anything that you've decided to do for Spanish class this week. And they can upload it to DC Connect. I'll have a special spot for the kindergartners, first graders, and second graders where you can upload your picture or your video. Now, preschoolers, you can email yours to Mrs. Tesmer, and homeschoolers, you can just email yours to me, okay? That way I can see what you did this week and I can tell you what a wonderful job you did. All right, last but not least, I need you to make sure, at least kindergarten, first and second graders, that you go to DC Connect and you check in and you click aquí, you click the little button that tells me that you were aquí, that you were here for Spanish class, so that I know that you were here, all right? All right, well, the last thing we have to do is our goodbye song, and then we will end our class for the day. All right, are you ready? Adios, amigos. Ya me voy. Me dio mucho gusto estar con ustedes. Adios. Adios. Guys, it's been a pleasure. Ha sido un placer to be with you today. I hope you have a great day, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Adios.